Welcome to a plant a day, and today I want to share with you this plant here. It's called the Rangoon creeper. This is a tropical plant and a very vigorous vining plant. Now there are many species of this plant. The one I have is called the double petal. So let me show you. I don't have one to compare with, but I want to show you what I mean by the double petal. If you look at this, can you see this? Oh, let me hold it there. If you look at this, you will see that it really has like a lot of these, and that's why we call it the double petal. There are ones where all you will see is just like single, like it has 5 petals to it. This double petal one is a very vigorous grower, and I think in some places it is considered invasive. How do I keep this plant under control? So the first thing I do is in the pruning. So for instance, this is a spent vine right here. I'll cut off all the spent vine, and I will allow the ones that are, and notice from the spent vine we have this new growth that is coming up here. Anytime you start seeing these red leaves, you know that right here you're going to have a really show of flowers. All right, this is the indication right there that you're going to have a show of flowers. Now let me show you from a younger one what that looks like. All right, so from that right there you are going to get to this right here. Do you see this? This is preparing to bloom, and from this you are going to get to this right here. We have in different stages. You're going to get to this where you see they're opening up a little bit more, and then you're going to get to this where they really start to open up. And notice when they first open up, they're very light pink, and then throughout the day, as we can see here, it changes to a deeper pink until by the end of the day it becomes red. We can see here, these are all young blooms that are waiting to open. Young blooms that are waiting to open. These here are spent blooms. And on these spent blooms, let me see if I can rest this down. Oops, I'm trying to rest it so I can show you. What I will do is I will go in and I will cut all the spent blooms so that the plant doesn't have to waste its time and its energy on these spent bloom. And then we're going to have our new growth. They're going to come in, and it's going to be another show. All right, so if you're living in a place, you don't even have to live in a tropical place to plant the Rangoon creeper, but this is not a house plant, and I don't think it will grow well inside. But if you can, plant it outside, and then perhaps in a pot, and then at sometimes make sure that you are taking it in if you're in a place where there is winter. It is such a nice addition to the garden, the Rangoon creeper. Let me show you again some of the flowers. So you see different phases in bloom. For us here in the tropics, it is always in bloom, as you can see from how the different limbs are. Now during the day, the funny thing with this plant is that during the day it doesn't have a smell, but when evening comes, oh my gosh, it starts smelling so amazing. It's like, I wish I can bottle the smell and give you a chance to smell it. Then you will be like, wow, that's an amazing smell. So the plant itself is in different phases of growth right now, and this right here is what it is. So this is the Rangoon creeper. Did I tell you that if you want it to bloom, make sure that it is getting full sun? This plant is not protected by anything so that it's getting morning sun and not evening sun. It gets from daybreak to sunset. It is in full sun. But one of the things I would say to do is sometimes it likes to send out a lot of vines. So what you will do is make sure that there is only one main vine from which it's branching off, so that you can actually focus the energy of the plant on creating flowers. And another thing, I don't feed it, I don't fertilize it with any kind of fertilizer, but what I do, I put horse manure on the root and I put banana peels. That's it. And I just allow it to do its thing and just to prune it so that it can focus. All right.